I have a question for you. Have you ever stopped and taken the time to wonder how much your life is actually influenced by other people? Have you stopped and asked yourself, whose terms are you living your life by? When you were good at something, was it for you or was it for someone else? Were you doing it to make dad proud? Were you doing it to make mom proud? Were you doing it for personal satisfaction? Were you doing it to make coach proud? As far as you're concerned, why are you here? You see a lot of things, a lot of speeches, a lot of these things here where somebody's always saying, find your why. And that is very true. What is your why? When you look down, deep down within yourself, what is your why? What is it that makes you you? Why are you here? If you're playing this sport or if you're doing this event, who are you doing it for? What's the purpose of it? What are you getting out of it? Find your why. And once you find your why, understand that those whys may change. After a while, things change. This world is always revolving. So what might be your why today might not be your why tomorrow. And another thing you might need to understand that not many people say is that don't allow your whys to cause you to quit. If you start feeling that your reasons for being here are changing, you don't have to change with it. There is a reason why you're here. There's something besides your reasons that is keeping you here. Something is pushing you. A lot of people are afraid of effort, but don't be afraid of effort. Embrace effort. Put forth the effort. Give that effort to get to that next level. Everything ain't meant for everybody. You're right. But if you have a dream, why have a dream if you don't try to make it happen? Come on now. If all your life, all you wanted to do is be a police officer, you grow up, and the only reason why you're not is because somebody said not to, then you're wrong. You have a goal, you have a dream, go after it. You live in a free country. There's no reason, no real reason as to why you can't do whatever it is you put your mind to. You have more than enough opportunities here. There are people that die all around the world to try to get to where you are right now. And you want to be somewhere else, and you're not even putting forth half the effort to get there, and you're already here. But these guys are all around the world trying to get to America because they heard about the opportunities here. It's funny because everybody's mad at Mexicans talking about they're taking our jobs and stuff. No, they're making use of the opportunity. They are putting forth the effort. Where it's okay in America now to just be slack. To just, okay, yeah, I want it handed to me. And if it's not handed to me, it's not going to happen. That's not a mindset. That is a mindset of a loser, of a quitter, of somebody who has no future. And the only reason why a man will not have a future is because he sells himself short of it. There is no reason and no point in anybody's life for a man not to have a future, for him not to make an impact, for him not to leave a mark. You control your own destiny. With what you do, the things you say, the effort you put forth, What you draw your attention to, the decisions that you make, you control your destinies. That even when you make the bad decisions and you make the worst decisions, the only time you can't control what you do anymore is when you're dead. When you die, that is it. You can spend your entire rest of your life in prison and make a difference from prison in so many lives in so many different ways. Where's your mind at? Where is your mind at? Because your mind, you see, is the strongest tool you have. The Lord gave you that because it's the strongest tool that you have here. Think about it. You'll find a way to make things happen for yourself. If you want it bad enough mentally, it will happen physically for you, but you still have to put forth effort. The Bible says it differently. It says faith without works is dead. So if you have the faith to do something, if you believe you can do it, you still have to put forth some type of effort. It is not going to fall out of the sky for you. I'm sorry if you've been told that, but somebody lied to you. Effort is still required. If you want to be a great athlete, sweat is still required. If you want to be good at school, studying is still required. If you want to be a martial artist, pain is still required. And it might take you to fall down a few times. It might take you to fail over and over and over and over again. But if you fail, make failing worth it by continuing to try. Patch yourself up. Patch up them weaknesses. Strengthen them. If you want to be a bodybuilder and your legs are weak, work your legs more. There's no such thing as a peak. There's no such thing as a plateau if you want to be a bodybuilder. People say that you top out. You do not. I was 145 pounds soaking wet and I was bench pressing 315. Running circles around these guys that weigh 200 pounds. Making people twice as heavy as me look weak. Because the simple fact of the matter is that these people can say that they have a limit, but I do not. I'm still to this day the strongest man that I know because I have no limits. The Lord did not put me on the face of this earth with limits. It did not happen that way. I'm sorry. If you believe you got limits, then limit yourself all you want to. But I guarantee you, you will only live up to those limits. It ain't something like I only believe I can do 7 reps, but let's see if I can get 8. No, if you believe you can get 7 reps, you will only get 7 reps. Push yourself beyond what it makes sense to push yourself for. That's what it's all about. America is so stuck in all these trends and all these fads and everything like that where everybody got to be just like everybody else. Nah, I want to be better than the best ever thought of being. I want to be what the best man right now, his goals are set to, and even better than that. That's what I'm about. That's what's going to make me elite. Do I have thoughts of quitting? Yes, I do. I have. I'm human too. Bump it. I was made with the same body that you were. It is what it is. Those thoughts do come. But what do you do with them thoughts when they get there? I look at it like this. And some people might think I'm crazy for looking at it like this. But when I have thoughts of quitting, thoughts of giving up, I look at it as just another hater. That's just another hater. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else been telling me my whole life that I can't do this, that I can't do that. Will, you're too small to play football. Will, you're too small to go into the military. Will, you'll die if you go to Afghanistan. Will, you'll die if you go back. Will, you're going to do this. We're not going to do that. You're not going to be able to maintain. You're not going to be able. Well, watch me. Watch me. And the same people who said it have been watching me. And ever since they said it and I started doing the opposite, they have not been able to say nothing else. They sit there with their mouth wide open in disbelief, eating every single one of them words, one letter at a time. And I asked them, how does it taste? You told me what you thought I couldn't do? Well, I'm glad that we don't pay you for thinking. Because your opinion can go where that spoon is, right back in your mouth. Keep it to yourself, please. I ain't got time for it. I'm too busy getting mine. That's where you need to be. That's where you need to be. That's where your mindset needs to be. And that's where it needs to stay. The heart of a champion. You never see a lion in the jungle that's hungry. That's because even though he don't see nothing out there, he knows that he has to eat, and he knows he's going to go out there and he's going to get it. A lot of times those gazelles are faster. But guess what? He takes no for an answer. He does not stop until he gets his meal. And he takes pride in what he does. That's what you have to do as well. Sharpen your sword. Make your art yours. Whatever you're doing today in your life, whether it be work, whether you work at a gas station or you work at a sewage plant where all you do is shovel somebody else's turds into a bucket, make it your own art. Take pride in what you do, because that could very well be the difference between you doing that for the rest of your life and you excelling to so much greater. Take pride in yourself, because the last name that you carry don't belong to just you. That last name represents an entire family of people who believe in you. When you walk out there that day on the field, it doesn't say your first name on the back of your jersey. No. It says your last name. Mine would say Rivers, because I'm representing a family of a whole bunch of Riverses, a whole bunch of people. When I step out there and I do what I do, I represent everything my family has instilled in me. That's what you got to represent. That's the reason why your last name doesn't change from person to person. That's the reason why the woman takes on the man's last name, because she becomes everything he represents. She represents him at that point when she's married to him. They become one, and she's a perfect representation of him. The same thing with your schoolwork, the same thing with your sport, the same thing with your craft, the same thing with your walk with God. Represent him the best way you can. Every single time, every single day of your life, represent something. Make it mean something. You're only on this earth for a short amount of time. No matter how long you live, it's a short amount of time. Make it worth it. Don't be a waste of life. Make it worth it. If you feel like it's not worth it right now, make it worth it. Change something. That's all on you. That's what you have to do. Before you step foot in anybody's gym and tell them, I want to get this, I want to get bigger, I want to get better, I want to get faster, I want to get stronger, I want to score 20 touchdowns this game, I want to shoot 65 of the 100 hoops, I want to go out there and I want to be the best skater on the ice hockey rink, I want to go out there and I want to play lacrosse and be the best, but you got to do something about it. All that talk, everybody can do all that talk. Anybody can talk about it, but how many people are willing to put forth the effort to sweat enough to do it? You have that goal? Do you? Yes. Okay, I do. Yeah. Are you willing to do it? Yeah. Okay, I am. But you got to be willing, really willing to do it. Not willing to say that you do it, but you got to be willing to actually go there. When it gets tough, you got to realize that everybody wants to be a champion. You got schools with 2, 3, 4, 500 people in the school, 400 people, you know what I'm saying, in this club, 500 people in that club. If you're playing football, you're playing football every single game against 11 people that don't want nothing but for you to lose. That's all they want. Their whole goal for those 2 hours in that game is to make you lose. And every one of them are trying to say they want to be a champion. The same goals that you're saying you have, they have. But there's only room for one person at the top of that mountain, and you got 30,000 people trying to climb it. What is going to make the difference between you getting up there and somebody else? It's going to be that effort that you put in. It's going to be the fact that you want it more and you're willing to do something about it to make that happen. That's going to be the difference. Because when the rain starts falling, the rocks start getting slippery, and people start falling off, the normal person's going to be like, screw this, I can make another goal. But whoever really wants it is going to continue on. And they're going to smile because they know that they're prepared for it to get harder. They know that no matter what it takes, I'm going to make this happen. Even if it costs my last breath. DMX said something. He said, I'm going to do what I believe in, even if what I believe in stops me from breathing. That's hard. That summarizes everything I've been trying to tell you today, man. Everything. Within yourself, you got to really do some mental evaluating. You can't let other people run your life. You can't. If you have goals set for yourself, don't let nobody else keep you from them. That's how you can tell who your friends are real quick, sweetie. Because when you start talking about stuff and things start happening for you, everybody's always good, everybody's always well. But when you're in that time where you're not sure you're going to make it, you're not sure if it's going to go this way or that way, you're kind of questioning, it hurts, you're in tears, you're down on the floor, you've gave it your all, but still more is required of you, and you're just sitting up here and you're sweating and you're anticipating failure and you're just ready for it all to stop. Your real friends are going to be the one to say, look up, get up, let's go, it's not over yet. I'm not leaving from this spot till you get up because I'm counting on you. We all are counting on you. We believe in you even when you don't believe in you. We believe in you, so get up. Get up, please. So much more is riding on it. You may think it's just a game, but you represent us. Get up. Continue on. There's only one more play left. Can you give me one more play? Can you give me one more time? Can you run the ball the rest of the way into the end zone? We just need 1 point. Get up. We just need 1 point. You got us this far. Just a little bit more. Get up. The question is, will you do it? Or will you listen to your haters like, nah, stay down. It's already over for you. Don't worry about it. It's easier this way. We understand. There's going to be better luck next play, better luck next game, better luck tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Live to fight another day. Don't continue. Please don't continue. Which one will you choose? It's all on you. But you got to realize that everything that you've put forth effort into was wasted when you give up. All those days of sweating, all those days of crying, all those days of bleeding, every single thing that you did, every ounce of sweat, everything that you thought was necessary once you thought, in the beginning where everything was still new and you're willing to show all your effort, every bit of that is wasted once you quit. What was the point of even coming in the first place if you knew you're going to quit? And if you didn't know you're going to quit, why did you quit? You have the choice. Continue on. Please. Continue on. When nobody else believes in you, believe in yourself. When you no longer believe in yourself, somebody believes in you. Whether they tell you or not, they believe in you. Because you have something in you that's powerful. Bring it out of yourself. In those times where you feel like it's all over, you got to realize that is crunch time. And crunch time is game time. It is game time at that time because that's when it's time to get up. When you don't even know how you're going to take your next step once you get up, don't worry about that till the next step gets there. Just get up. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You got haters, let them feel sorry for you. That's their job. You got spectators, people watching, let them feel sorry for you. You don't feel sorry for yourself. Get up. Take that walk. Stand with your head held high. Line up and wait for the whistle. Because it's going to be a hell of a game. These are the things. These are the keys to be successful in whatever you're trying to do. I don't know a clear way of saying it. You got to want it. You've got to put forth the effort and pay the price. And you've got to endure it to the end. No breaks. That's what you got to do. No matter what it is in your life, I guarantee you those three things are required in everything. If I'm wrong, tell me. But I don't believe I am, because in every part of my life, those three things were required. Even when you don't want it no more. Even when you don't want it no more. Still put forth the effort to finish what you started. Be man enough to do that. If you're a woman, be man enough to do that. Because some men ain't even man enough to do that. Finish what you start, dude. You want to lay down with this woman and make a baby? Finish what you start. You got 18 years now ahead of you to teach that boy to be a better man than you were. Finish what you start. You're going to start football this season? Finish it. Finish that season strong. Gonna start track this season? Finish it. Want to take your SAT this year? Finish it. Want to go into the military? Finish it. Don't waste your time. That's all I got, man. Thank you for your time. I promise you it wasn't wasted.